Here's like never say to Jensen and Jared, this is the way I want to do it. This is the
you gave us the idea. Like, listen, we're just gonna do like one bar of this song, and then I'm gonna announce you, and you come out. I mean, if you really want to mess with me, you can just not come out. So it's like, okay, well, that's happening. Is it ever? I was like, just wait till he comes backstage and goes. Here he comes. I can literally see him walking and I'm like, this is it. Here he goes. He's gonna come back and he's like, guys, I already announced you. We had a plan. What are we doing? We had a plan. We had a plan. We had a different plan. We had a plan.
Yeah. Per usual.
Yes.
All right, well, this is Charlotte, Jensen and Jared.
Hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all. That was a high-pitched squelch. Screech words. Squee. That was a nice squee. Just hold.
Yeah. I'm literally on stage right now.
I know. I'm right next to you.
Yeah. You want to say hi? Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Cliff, hang on.
Right. Okay. Okay, love you, bye.
Was that man's?
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, oh my gosh, okay, bye. She hung up a long time ago. Shoot. How's everybody doing?
How many first-timers? It's not... I hope...
This is usually how it goes, so...
I hope you all have been welcomed with open arms into the SPN family. We're certainly excited to meet y'all and to see longtime friends as well, of which we see many. So, thanks guys, and we'll stop. We love you. We love you.
Do we have any fans here that are under the age of 15? Yeah? So you weren't born when the show started? Cool.
Well, dude,
that always makes me feel so good.
At this point in time, if you think about it, it's actually 16 and a half, because we were filming in February of 05.
You just managed to make that more shocking.
I'm so sorry. I always have a way to make it worse. That's why my lines are written for me. All right, I'm gonna start this boss off. And
let's do this.
Over here. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
My name is Jessica. Nice to finally get to ask you a question. So I had to revise my question because I've been waiting for years to ask it, and we kind of saw the second half. But we know what heaven is like on Supernatural, and now we know what Sam and Dean's heaven would be. But what would Jared and Jensen's perfect heaven be?
Gosh. Starting off strong, Jessica. You know, I think being around friends and family and loved ones, hopefully in the mountains somewhere, maybe skiing, would be a lot of fun. My legs would be tired. But I think just being free to love the sport, whoever around me and elsewhere, and vice versa. You know, there's been a lot of sort of strife lately, obviously, with everybody. It's in a tough spot right now. You know, people are losing jobs, people are being out of work, and losing homes, and losing ability to pay mortgage, and losing loved ones. And it's become such a boiling pot where people want to lash out because they're hurting, and understandably they're hurting, and that sucks. But I'm always happiest, selfishly, when it can just be like, hey, let's try and focus on the positive. Because I believe me, when I focus on the negative, I get into a bad place too. So just focus on the positive and loving those around you sounds like heaven.
Just a water park.
Water park.
Now, it's a giant wave pool, an inner tube ride that never ends.
Is it a
right?
nudist colony water park? What? Her question, not mine.
Why you gotta make it even better? You totally redeemed yourself. Yeah, theme parks all day. Heavenly themed theme parks.
Or no Jessica Burns on a ceiling.
The roller coaster, that roller coaster, that moment when you go, you know, it's right there. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to be.
After the clicking?
Yeah, right after the clicking and before the drop. Right there. Heaven. Heaven.
Thanks so much, Jessica.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Danny. I'm from Buffalo, New York. My question is, so the boys have their perfect heaven, so to speak, but would there be a chance, I think this is more towards Dean, I guess. Hi, Jensen. But
he's handsome, isn't he? For y'all who can't see
right answer.
She has a mask on, all I can see is the mask on.
But would there be a time where, because in the show, it showed that even with all their losses, even with one win, it took everything. It was just a big thing for them. So do you think there would be a plan set up where Dean would be like, hey, can I have a monster that I can beat every single time to get that adrenaline rush to beat? Because that was the big point of the show, was that the wins were everything. And that it meant everything to the boys.
Yeah, I mean, continuing with the heaven thing, I think that would be something that that could exist in Dean's heaven, is like
whack-a-mole?
The ultimate, yeah, yes, monster whack-a-mole. Yeah, like that never-ending hunt. I think he thrived on that. I think that's you know, one of the things that he you know, even said it, like, this is where I belong. This next to you driving down Crazy Street, right? So I think that's, what's that?
Yeah, right.
Yes, right. So yeah, I think that absolutely makes sense. I don't think it's just him, you know, kicking back and sitting on a couch or sitting on a beach all day long. I think it's him doing what he loves to do the most, and that's driving down Crazy Street.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you for the question. Hey.
Moo Squirrel, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Boy.
I'm James, I'm from North Augusta, South Carolina. Nice to meet you guys.
Welcome.
First off, I've never been so weak in the knees to talk to another man. Let me just get that
You've probably been walking around like you're at a festival.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Favorite episode?
Guys.
That's a tough one. I mean, we only got a couple to choose from.
We should go one by one. You want to start this one?
I mean, we've gotten this question before, and it's always difficult to answer. But I always say that answers kind of constantly evolved. You probably have more of an episode in mind, or a couple episodes in mind. For me, it's never really an episode in its entirety. It's moments within the story. Because for me, I think it was probably about season 2 or 3. I just lost track of episodes, and it just all became one long story. So I have moments that were my favorite in the show, and I think the most recent would probably have been the barn scene in the finale. And it's because there's certain moments like that I think kind of they leave little marks on your heart, on your soul, and that was certainly one of those. And there's been a variety of those throughout the show, and those are the ones that stand out the most to me. So yeah, we could talk all day about that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more about the barn scene. I think if the pilot and the series finale could play as one episode, it would probably be that, because there's so much, and knowing what we went through together, what we went through individually, what we all went through, getting to know and love these characters, if I did actually, I watched the pilot and then went straight to the finale. I was like, who plays Sam Winchester in the pilot? I didn't recognize who it was. But I think on the opposite side of that coin is probably French Mistake. It was there's something so freeing about being able to make fun of yourself, especially when you have a talented team of writers trying to figure out the most embarrassing things you can do or say or suggest about yourself. So that was a fun way to kind of take a piss at ourselves.
Real quick, your favorite episode?
Yeah, well, back what you were saying is definitely more of like a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And the nostalgic aspect is probably my all-time favorite, for sure.
Which one? Nostalgic aspect?
The ass butt Molotov.
Oh yeah, ass butt. It's a good one.
Yeah, that was also
Quality
great.
moment.
That was also great because luckily it made it to the outtakes, but poor Jake Abel got hit everywhere on his body by like 15 different throws when the Molotov cocktails wouldn't explode.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
He's
They
like,
wouldn't
my
break.
thumb!
It was supposed to be a candy glass bottle that is, those things are super fragile and should just, if you breathe on them wrong, they're gonna crack. But for some reason, the bottles wouldn't break. And it was just like, oh! And the director, Steve Boyum, he's this old stunt cowboy guy. And he's like, what's wrong with these bottles? Damn it! They're just throwing at me. Why can't you do? Oh, okay. Something's wrong with the bottles. It was great. It was great. Jake's like, see? Finally got the shot, but yeah. Again, great moment, but also a great moment behind the moment.
Thanks, James. Thanks, brother.
And ladies, he's a little weak in the knees right now, so if you could comfort him, I'm sure he would appreciate that. Hi.
Hi, my name is Emma, and my question, so could you just say hi to my friends Emma and Julian really fast?
Who and who?
My friend Emma and Julian.
Emily and Julian real fast. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, anyway, my question is, sorry, anyways, my question is, it's more for Jensen. So,
Yes.
The song Dead to Rights is my favorite song because of all the harmonies and stuff, and I'm a singer. So, I don't know what it's about. I can't tell, I'm sorry. So could you kind of explain what your thought process was?
I don't know. That's hard to answer. No, to be honest, Steve wrote most of that, and you probably have to ask him. I know somewhat, but he was a deep dive there for that particular track, and he had most of that penned before he brought it to me. So I just kind of layered in some candy for him, but that's probably better for him. I'll have to go back and listen. I'm like, wait, what was that about? Yeah, that's probably a Steve question.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks.
Mom.